Don't suppress your emotions. Understanding can bring you peace. Suppressed emotions, in my experience, is actually, I could be so bold as to say that it actually is probably at the roots of the vast majority of health issues and chronic health issues. How we process experiences in life, which will have an emotional quality. Not just emotions, but to understand what the nervous system is doing with that emotion, the felt experience. Most experiences we have will have an impact in our brain, they will have an impact in the felt sense, in our physiology, they will have an impact at a physiological level. You know, we can feel anxiety and feel turbulence and in the stomach, we can feel butterflies in the stomach, we can feel a shock of tightening in our heart, you know, and it may have an emotional quality. So there are felt senses, sensations, experiences, and emotions will be often very part of that. We are emotional creatures. We walk the world and we can be moved by many things in our life. We can be moved by, you know, watching a bird in a tree, or, you know, the children play, or a shock event of something happening in our daily lives. Our challenges in the physiology can happen if we're unable to process and to really experience those emotions, whatever they are. Now, many of you know I'm a big kind of fan of anger, so to speak. It gets a bad rap, and culturally in this society, it's not seen as an emotion that we're sort of allowed to have. Sometimes referred to as healthy aggression by some teachers in this field. And I think that's nice because it has a more compassionate perspective on anger. Well, what is anger? Actually, anger is really important, and it's an inevitability. If we're children, healthy attachment requires healthy aggression, the ability to rage when a parent doesn't respond or leaves us too long and we're frightened. But they can only rage if they feel safe, because they know that what we call rupture and repair takes place. If we can't trust that the repair is there, we are held within the love, unconditional love of a parent, then it's very, very difficult to actually express that anger. Or if that anger is not permitted, or we were hit, or we were told that we mustn't have this experience, then we can learn to develop shame. And that's a very, very toxic emotion and sense to have. It's very damaging for the physiology, very damaging for a person to experience that shame. Very often, if we suppress anger, for example, as just one emotion, then we will often get shame. Boundaries are important with anger and emotions. We have a sense of knowing where we stand in a community. If somebody crosses our personal boundary, we will have a felt sense of that, and we need the ability to say no. And in the famous words of Gabor Mate, you know, if you can't say no, the body says no. So we have to have healthy aggression as a boundary that says, no, that's not okay, I feel, no, that's close enough, thank you very much, don't want that. Yeah, then that in a way is a form of anger, because it's a sense that goes, woof. It's a felt sense that rocks us and kind of goes, woof, no. In a way, it's healthy aggression. It's a sense that says, not okay. And that means, no, I don't want, yeah? And so this is why no and healthy aggression is so important. And if we're unable to do that, then a whole sort of chain reaction of things takes place in our physiology in response to having to suppress that no. It's not just the anger and it's no. Actually, all sorts of emotions are really important to be able to flow through. What if we have the capacity to be with all emotions? What if we can be with all emotions and realize that they're within our tolerance and our ability to actually have all of these difficult things and these difficult feelings, but also these wonderful, joyous ones, and we can actually have this richness, this full rainbow color of richness of emotions. Now, I'm not suggesting that that means that we need to be what we might call acting out on all of those emotions, but because no, I'm not saying, okay, well, Roger's just saying, go be angry, well, you know, so I want to lash out at somebody. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because we learn that ability, hopefully, with good parenting, that, you know, we have a temper tantrum when we're 2 years old, because you can't have the thing that you want. Then, you know, you either process it, you act it out, or you suppress it. And so really, processing it is the happy space in the middle, if you will, that we should be with all the emotions. We learn to be able to feel in our being and have a container, yeah? Wisdom, maturity somehow surely is about the ability to go, I can feel this, I can feel immense love, I can feel immense sadness, I can feel immense joy, and I can feel in a complete non-sexual way, but just in a human spiritual way. Love of life that can feel bursting but still be contained. That is our ability to process and build a capacity for emotion and experience in life. And if we see how the ability to do that has an impact on the physiology, or more importantly, a lack of ability to do that can have an impact on the physiology, that can bring about peace and harmony in our minds and also our bodies. Hi, I'm Roger. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons.